back to another shopping hour here at QBC. Today we have Mance, and boy, girl, have we got a treat for you. I just love it when the stars align, and they certainly have today, because we have with us Miss Gloria Sparks, designer of Mance pants for the man-woman who wants to have their glow up. I have to tell you, they are just so soft and favorable on my fingertips. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about these?
Thank you, Carol. I am so thrilled to be here to discuss my product, Mance. And as you said, the fabric is of the finest quality, so soft and favorable.
Oh, it's so favorable on the fingertip,
So
you guys.
favorable and soft. You know why that is? Because it's made from the finest soy in all of Giza.
Oh, that's fancy. And these marvelous pockets.
One of the best things about my Mance is their size inclusivity. Tall men who are women, short men who are women with svelte hips, men who are women with wide hips, all kinds find themselves right at home wearing my Mance.
You are a saint.
They even have a large pocket back here for your drag time story hour books.
Wow, and might I recommend one? Men are from Mars. Men who are women are from heaven. And we do have that available here at the QBC network, of course. So get your copy today.
There's so many pockets, they're like a tackle box, but pants.
They're really practical for that man who's a woman on the go. I love how much stuff you can fit in these pockets. I wish they were for women who are women, because I would get me a pair. No, I love them. Right here, there's a pocket for your guy liner, for your hormone therapy. Oh, the keys to your Miata. There's also a diaphragm pocket, because you never know, am I right, men who are women? Look at this hidden treasure. Now, this is a pocket that you could put a can of pepper spray after a night of clubbing, and just like that, you change that out, you put a canister of deer piss in there for a morning of hunting. But hopefully your Uncle Flo doesn't attract any hungry old bears. Am I right, men who are women?
And right down here, there's even a pocket for your Man Packs, the newest product from Man Packs for all of your menstruation needs.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing these Mance with us. What a pleasure. Next up, a real treat for you guys. We have Veronica Jane coming in to share with you her new product of crotch socks for women who are men. Stay tuned.
The first noise we hear, esophagus acting up.
I didn't hear it. See, you just let it all out. Now everybody knows it happened.
Now it's secrets out of the bay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
I'm Garrett. It's Tuesday. The start of the week. If you guys didn't know, we're on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes people don't know. They're like, hey, where's the show on Monday?
It's true.
It's Tuesday.
And today is a special day.
It is.
Because Angela's here.
Angela.
Hey, happy to be here. Bless y'all's heart. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And I was misgendered today.
Really?
Real. I just wanted to share that real quick while buying a smoothie. So that was a big whole thing for me.
We
They're
definitely
like,
need
"Here
to
you
hear
go,
about
ma'am."
this.
Yeah, it was probably the mullet. I was wearing a baseball hat, so definitely thought I was a lesbian.
Okay.
And it was Indian.
Plaid, obviously.
I was not wearing the plaid at the time.
Oh, wow.
No, it's just a t-shirt and a hat, and the guy goes, "Excuse me, miss." So in no way was he saying man.
And you couldn't, like, misconstrue it as any other thing.
And it was like, "Excuse me, miss." And I was like, I looked over at him, and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Sir." And he felt so bad. He's like, "I'll give you a large for the price of a medium." I go, "It's really not that big of a deal. It's quite hilarious." And he's like, "No, I'm so sorry." I go, "I'm not offended at all. It's fine." I thought it was really funny, but he's like, "Do you want like yogurt pretzels?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's going to make me feel like a boy."
And yes, I would.
So today I was misgendered and called a miss so you can call me, have you ever been misgendered?
I have not. No.
It was a first for me.
No, I have not.
I grew out a mullet just a little and wore a baseball hat and it was called a lesbian while buying a smoothie.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
No, I deserved it.
100%.
No, the
I mean,
smoothie.
you always deserve it.
Yeah.
That was the first clue.
Yeah.
They're like, men don't buy smoothies.
But no, I wanted to get something that is healthy, but actually not. It's just sugar, but it's like a milkshake, but made with peanut butter. So you trick yourself.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. You know what else makes me feel good?
What is that, Dave?
Being joined by comedians who I enjoy.
Me too.
Yeah.
This comedian is a friend of mine. He's also recording a special right here in Dallas in October. Please welcome Lawrence Rosales.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How good, man.
What kind of smoothie was it?
That's a good question.
It was actually a
Horse
Hulk
semen.
Horse semen.
Maybe
That,
that's what it was,
that will confuse people.
straight from the tap.
Yeah.
It was at a barn.
Did you add estrogen to it? Was that what?
I did,
A
yeah.
little soy on the top.
Yeah, a little soy, a little
On top.
estrogen.
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
There was a big party at the end. It was. I stayed for the cannon. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It was not the most I've ever had,
best.
but it was good. It was the biggest order.
You feel like the people don't care anymore. Taking orders, they used to
horse
have
semen or-
some kind of like a pride in taking your order. They're like, yeah, I'll take your
what are
order,
you
sir.
talking
How are you doing today? And now they're just like, well, yeah, what do you want?
I appreciate that. You're not making any money working at Smoothie King. Like, you don't have to treat me like a king.
No,
I want a little bit.
I agree. No, I agree.
I
with
want a
him.
little bit.
No.
I don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't like the don't be
That's
too
the other
nice.
end.
Act like you work where you work.
Well, it's the other end.
if you're gay, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, what are you
Yeah.
doing here? Get out.
That's what I don't understand.
Chicken's not for you.
That's why I don't understand. Half the people that work at Chick-fil-A are gay. So I think they're totally for gay people. It
Yeah,
doesn't
they
make
don't
sense.
care.
Like, go
Well,
up
the
there and
people
like,
that work
"My
there don't
pleasure."
give a fuck about like what the CEO cares about or something. They're just trying to have a
Ridiculous.
job.
No, it's true. But this guy who owns
believe
Smoothie
it.
King, though, was Indian. And Indians work very hard in this country. It's true. When they come over, they work these long hours.
That's true.
I've known Indians in Detroit for a long time. And this guy was seriously like, he was so apologetic. He's like, I can give you a punch card. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's not, again,
It's fine.
I understand that you think I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to still come back here because I'm chubby.
You leave and you get in your Subaru.
Yeah. And you sell sugary milkshakes.
Subaru for sure.
Yeah, you have a place across from my gym that ruins my workout. I'll be back.
They always put like an ice cream shop right there because they know.
Yeah, they know that's a lot of people get in their cars and they go be healthy, and then there's people like me that are like, man, it was a rough 15 on the treadmill.
I earned it.
Yeah.
I give me some mint chocolate chip, 2 scoops.
Yeah, give me that double scoop.
Are you you a smoothie guy? You look in shape.
Yeah, no, I like to. I'm on a diet plan where I starve myself all day,
Okay.
and then around 9 o'clock, head to a dive bar, have a cheeseburger, and French fries, laying down in bed, and
That's
then fall
called-
asleep about 10 minutes later.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, exactly. That is what it's called.
It's called
kind of like doing
alcoholism.
cocaine.
Crippling alcoholism.
Yeah, no, for sure, you know. But if you work out during the day, you know what I mean? You earned it. You know? I see a lot of people out here having unearned vodka sodas, you know, and I did do 30 minutes on the treadmill, so I think I can have 3 or 4.
Yeah, you worked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles Bukowski had that same diet. Of just
Exactly.
waiting until 9 to eat. I do that though. I actually don't eat breakfast anymore, and I used to do that all the time. I skip
don't
that.
either.
Yeah, I have a cup of coffee, and by that I mean a Starbucks chocolatey drink, and then but I don't eat. No, I usually have a cup of coffee, and then around lunch I have a small snack, and then dinner I tend to overeat.
Exactly. I gorge myself around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting. It's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it gives you something at the end of the day to feel like I've made something of myself today.
In America, I don't think we should, you know, if you have you get to not go to bed hungry. Isn't that nice thing about living in America?
Yeah,
It
we should
really
keep that going.
is.
It really is. you know?
Unless you're poor and hungry.
Even if you're poor, you can go to McDonald's or Jack in the Box 24 hours, throw down $3. You're going to eat good.
That's true. That's very true, and you can get $1.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
you can do it.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money, actually.
I'll give a homeless person $100, and then a minute later, a car will pull up and give him like a 20, and I'm like, why'd I do that?
I saw a homeless
your name
guy.
down. Like, that was the good guy, though.
Speaking of working out, I saw a homeless guy the other day who was ripped. He had abs and he had a shirt off, and that bothered me.
Was it Iggy Pop? You sure he was homeless?
Yeah, maybe it was Iggy Pop, but I don't know why. Just the fact he had abs, I was very.
What is he
thrown
doing?
off by
Bench
this.
pressing out here?
Yeah, like what are you doing with these calories? You know?
Yeah, he's like, the only thing he has
Where are
is
you getting your protein?
Yeah.
pigeons. Yeah, the only thing he has is something that tracks his steps.
He's like, well, I got my app on the phone.
Priorities.
I'm
Every time the light turns green, he's just doing crunches.
Yeah.
You know? Well, I was like, why are you out here looking better than everybody?
Yeah, it's like,
You
look,
know?
I got to make the most of this. If I'm going to do nothing, I got to be somebody.
Exactly.
Good for him. Do you work out? You do work.
Yeah. No, I go to Planet Fitness. You know
That's what I have.
I feel like that's where I'm at.
Ever get the lunk
economically.
alarm?
Yeah.
They just hanging on you just because you did too many.
Yeah, I hear people talk about how they have pizza on Fridays. I've never witnessed this. They do
Really?
have Tootsie Rolls and candy at the front desk.
I've witnessed the pizza, but it was long ago.
Yeah, I think they
Long
quit.
ago.
I don't think it's
They
in the
slowed
budget
that
anymore.
down.
Yeah, I think they slowed that. I don't think they do it anymore because it's very inexpensive to go there. I don't think they're throwing out pizza money anymore. When it's like, hey, it's $10, we're not gonna get you pizza.
Yeah.
It's also sad.
It's very sad.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, but nobody's ever hit a lump
actually,
alarm on me. Nobody's ever like, that guy right there. See that short, chubby guy who's over and cheating on the 30-minute workout?
He just overhead
literally
pressed 300 pounds and screamed.
He's literally skipping the lay down on his stomach thing because it's germy. That guy's working out too hard.
You get to see people do crazy. I remember during COVID, like after COVID, when it opened back up, like this dude had like a full, like almost like a hazmat suit on, you know. And it's like if you're that scared, like maybe just
Just do.
don't go to Planet Fitness. He had like
Body
the
press
things that go. He had the things that like go around the shoes and up to the calf.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was about to wade into some
Little
toxic
footies.
water. Yeah,
Yeah, what is the cost of an exercise bike versus all the armor you bought?
yeah. It seemed pretty
The
egregious.
social credits that you're losing.
Yeah, if you're so afraid of COVID, why are you at a gym?
Yeah.
The grossest place you
grossest
could
place
possibly
you
be.
could
The grossest place you could be.
Yeah, you're just sitting in a communal hot
Nobody
tub
wipes
with a
it down.
mask. No, and if you do, I mean, I do, but it's not like what's
I do
in
if I put a good amount of work on like a treadmill or something. I'll write that down because but I'm not doing too much. Doing a little bit of stuff just to just to get a little pump, but I'm not drenching the place. Sometimes I'll walk up and it is completely drenched. And it has not been wiped.
I can't tell if it's because somebody did wipe it down or if somebody sweated on it really hard.
and then wipe the sweat a little.
Yeah, just with a
Or-
wet
or-
paper towel.
Yeah, and just
That's
with
what
One
it is.
wipe is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, there you go. And it's probably a guy in a mask who's like, don't worry, I wear a mask. You can sit in my sweat.
Yeah.
It's all coming back, so we'll see.
Yeah,
See
I'm
how
not
it
doing
goes.
it.
No. I didn't do it before. I'm not doing it now.
Every plane I've gotten on, more and more masks. And it's like, no, those are proven not to work. I'm not being a dick. It's just they don't work.
Because, CDC said it. You were believing it before, but not now.
It's a dirty rag on your face.
There's a dirty rag on your face.
That's all it is. It's air is clean and good for you.
Yeah.
Oxygen is good for you. Don't do that.
That's a solid point.
I mean, that's
Solid
really
point.
so many doctors
You're a
came
radical.
forward and said, please don't do this.
Well, also during COVID, like, I'm not going to buy a new mask every day, and I don't remember where I put the pack. I've been wearing this. It's like underwear, like on the road, It's like I've been wearing this for like, this isn't really doing anything good for anybody,
There's streaks in this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, it's like,
You got like skin marks in your
Got
face.
skid marks on this mask. I'm not changing it out.
sneezing in it. It's just you're carrying around a handkerchief, but you're wearing
Well, like anything that
is
would have been
anchored.
done with masks, the fact that we have like cell phones that literally nobody cleans their cell phone.
Yeah.
We're touching everything, touching this. It undoes anything that would have you know what I'm saying.
Well, don't speak for me. I dip mine in formaldehyde every night just to make sure that it kills all of the germs.
Is that
Phones
what
are
the
gross.
smell is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it's for everybody else. It's not for me.
I clean mine with electric cleaner almost every day.
I believe that. If anybody's cleaning
Really?
their phone every day, it's Dave.
I do.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a germaphobe, but whenever someone touches my phone, I am a little bit like, don't do that.
Or when they hand you their phone, like when you're taking a picture or something, and they're like, "Oh, could you take this picture?" And I touch it, and then I realize, "Oh yeah, you've probably been in the bathroom. You're sitting on the toilet, scrolling Facebook or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, what I do with mine right
that.
before I go to bed every night is,
Yeah, it's like they want you to like when you're buying like a hot dog or something, and they're like, yeah, just go ahead and
like now.
sign with your finger because you used a card, and you're like, and then eat the hot dog.
Yeah.
So I got to use this thing that you use in private. And then 800 people use their finger. It's like, now I don't want to eat.
It's that or give them the cash and then them touch the cash and then give you the hot dog.
Yeah, and it's like, and I've seen people in New York use like the street water. I don't even want to get into it.
Hey, but those New York
Street
hot dogs
water.
are damn good.
They're amazing.
They're
That's why,
amazing.
That's why I buy them. I know that you're not. I know that there's nothing good happening there.
Don't look into it.
It's just
nothing
code.
happens.
Our bodies were made to like handle the
Exactly.
hot dog germs.
Yeah, handle the glizzy,
I think that's
and
true.
it'll handle you.
Yeah.
Like, I have a young boy. I have a young son, and anytime he drops some food on the ground, as long as it's like quick, I'm like, that's building immunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my son's 8. How old's your son?
2.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, your early stages. I've got a 1-year-old just turned 1.
But his mom
I've got
freaks
more
out.
than that, but
His mom freaks
We
out
know.
if it hits the ground, but I'm like, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, well, she's got a young daughter.
Oh, look at
I
this.
do.
We're all
kids are disgusting.
Yeah, they're.
Kids are nasty.
other people's kids.
Yeah,
my
mine's,
kids are
mine's
gross.
perfect.
Same.
She's
My
very
son
good.
is a fancy, wonderful boy. No, he'll do gross stuff. I mean, all kids do.
Yeah, and I let them because they need to learn. They get sick. They give me pink eye.
Yes, he was thrown out. He gave his mom pink eye. I somehow avoided the whole
Nice.
thing because of
What are
immunity.
the tips?
Because of how it's Planet Fitness is probably where I built up my immunity. It's
true.
Yeah.
You're like a cockroach. You're gonna survive the apocalypse.
I think so. I really think so.
Yeah.
I lived in Harlem and took the subway every day during COVID. That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah. When I got
You
stuck
just
in
need to be in the area. You don't even have to touch stuff.
Yeah, I rode
In the
patient
area.
0 every day.
I was in Seattle whenever COVID happened, which I'm pretty sure that's
Oh, really?
started here.
Yeah,
Just stepped on needles every day.
Yeah.
You got the actual vax.
Doing the Kurt Cobain thing, and I remember when I left Seattle, the whole city was still entirely shut down. There's just white people are wrapped around Trader Joe's for miles. And I remember driving back to Dallas as soon as I got here. We were already doing full-fledged comedy shows, like sold out rooms, and Seattle was still shut down. And I was playing rooms every night, and I don't think I ever got anything, but I drink, and sometimes I was like, I don't know if I just don't feel good or if I have COVID. But
Alcohol's blowing it away.
yeah, every Planet Fitness and vodka waters is what I recommend. That's my CDC recommendation.
Yeah, I didn't get the vax because it didn't make sense to me. I don't know if we can say
Yeah.
that on this platform, but it's
think
just I grew up.
CDC says it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, they did have to come back on that, but it was I have all the other ones that are proven.
Yeah.
It's just my mom was a nurse. She was bipolar. Nothing added up to me. And I was like, you know what? I'll just sit this one out because I traveled the whole time during lockdown. So I was going back and forth to Detroit and doing the Anthony Cumia show. And everybody's like, how can you travel right now? And I'm like, well, there's no one on the plane. It's
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
the greatest travel.
Safest place to be.
Right, ever. And I get to do every show sold out by way of cheating because they only allow 14 people in the building. But it was like it was crazy. Like it was the cleanest I've ever seen an airport. And they would like now it's right back to like crumbs everywhere. No one cares. Everything's filthy. But at one point, do you remember when it was spotless?
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It's really people that are gross.
Yeah, people are the problem.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to get rid of them.
Hey, this is a new show and we have topics to talk about. You want to talk about a topic?
I love topics. You like
What?
topics?
I love topics.
You know
That's why
Yee?
I'm here.
You know Yee?
Yeah, the artist formerly known as
Kanye? Yeah. Well, he was in
Rap man.
Italy. Yeah, he's the rap man.
Rap Man.
He was in Italy.
Dave coming in 41 hard. Yeah, the Rap
I
Man.
understand he's a rap fella.
He's one of those artistes. Well, he was caught with his pants down literally in Italy with his wife. There was quotations around wife. Is it
I
just
think
kind
they
of
are.
like,
I think. I don't know.
I
dude.
assume so. Whatever.
They're
It's his
married.
wife.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're married.
The least embarrassing thing he's done this year.
Yeah, right?
Honestly, he's out there living like his best life. I like what he's doing. Can we show one of the
We got a
photos?
clip?
Let's do that.
Or do we
It's a
need a
clip.
photo? Oh,
Either
this is a
way,
clip.
look at this guy.
That's a smaller boat than I thought it was going to be.
That's what she said.
He's lost.
Showing a little hiney. He's hanging
Yeah,
out with his
it's
wife.
sleeping.
She's between his
It's
legs.
not
He's
an
doing, you know.
Adidas
You can
boat.
see his butt cheeks.
Look at that.
All right.
Okay.
You can move. You can get that. Like,
That's
They're not really.
that's okay.
boat people. I didn't mean
He
like
is,
that.
man.
No, but I
Have you
mean
seen
like
his shoes.
he's
They're
got
flotation
yachts.
devices.
I think
That's
he would make
true.
a great president.
I do too. I think he should still run.
I think he should.
He is running, right?
To be
Well, that's
honest,
what he said.
100%.
why not?
At this point.
He's a voter.
I mean,
Why not?
He's already done great things that a president should do, like denounce Jews.
Oh,
yeah, closer shot. That's what we need.
Oh, look at that.
Zooming in. The zooming
Here's the
in.
thing about this particular sexual position. Who's enjoying this?
Nobody likes this angle.
No.
Nobody's coming for this angle. Yeah.
He's dressed.
I've seen this angle a lot.
He's dressed like.
Somebody likes it because it
Somebody
keeps
likes
popping up.
He's dressed like what, a Hiroshi Hanzo or whatever, like a
Let's
black.
have the ninja mask, which I like.
Yeah, she's just confused.
Well,
And
it's like a
it's-
threesome because it's got the driver's watching.
Yeah, it's broad
He's
daylight.
calling somebody like.
He's like, yo,
They're by a picnic area, which might be why she's eating.
possibly.
But this is who is this for? Like, there's no
This is
way.
for ye.
I don't think it's
It's for
yeah.
ye. 100%.
I'm in my 40s, so is he. Who's enjoying? I would never enjoy that.
He deserves it.
You don't enjoy blowjobs on the canals of Italy?
Yeah.
No, I don't enjoy.
This is
It's
Venice.
romantic to me.
It
yeah.
sounds beautiful.
Sounds beautiful.
I don't enjoy sex crimes in broad daylight.
They're married.
That's
If I was 18, I'd be like, "This is the best."
Yeah, there's no pleasing you
Yeah.
guys. Jeez.
Look, I'm not saying.
Judgmental. I think he's doing a great job.
I'm not saying if somebody broached it, I would be like, "No," but I'm
I'll
just
be like,
saying,
Bianca, please.
I'm just, yeah. I'd be like, you're disgusting. No, I mean,
You're disgusting.
clearly, I would be like, yeah, go for it. But I mean, it's fine. I'd be like, you're a dirty animal.
We just wait till the sun goes down. I think it's probably the best time to do that.
Yeah, I just feel that broad daylight.
On a small boat. I was imagining a yacht. Like I was really,
Yeah.
whenever you said Kanye, I was imagining a much larger boat. Not
Well, you
Right.
can't maneuver through Italian waters. In a
Well,
yacht.
also he's been canceled, so he's not having yacht money quite like he used to.
But it's really
Still coming up.
It's really a sailboat. He's getting blown in a sailboat.
that he's not sailing.
you ever
either.
been
like
blown
someone
in a
else is
sailboat?
sailing it for him, you know?
It's even better.
Which there's a video recently. I don't know if you can find it, but it's a video of a guy who pops open a bottle of champagne on the back of the boat and everybody's partying, and then it cuts to the captain who's like, "What are you doing?" Like this is
Like, this is my
those
boat.
cushions are like $1,000 each. This isn't how you behave on a rented boat.
Oh, it was rented.
I love that like they just thought that this was appropriate behavior because you're on a boat.
You're like,
And
that's
it's
what we do.
It's like this isn't a rap video. This is something that I care about.
Yeah, yeah.
This is my life.
This is not a Planet Fitness. Like you cannot act like this anymore.
you don't
Wipe
just
that down.
Yeah, you don't just get everything wet and leave it. Like some place that serves pizza on a Fridays across from an ice cream parlor. This is not.
These cushions are worth more than your life.
Did you find it?
no.
Oh, it's the best.
You know, the internet.
The internet has just ruled people's like standards for what behavior should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like
Maybe.
perfectly acceptable behavior. It's one of my favorite videos because the guy's just like, "Hey, why?"
Because you cut from, I've seen the videos. You cut from just them like having a party, like you're like, oh yeah, this is cool, and then, what are you doing on my boat?
Okay, I here find it. We don't have
Okay.
audio, but I mean,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, if you want
Hang
to
on.
show just a
It's
little
all visual,
bit.
baby.
it's all visual. All right,
Here we go.
play it.
Yeah, see, he's loving it, partying, popping it up, spraying it
Pop that
everywhere.
champagne.
And this guy's like, "Hey, what
And
the
this guy's
fuck?"
like,
recreate it. Do the voiceover.
"Hey, this is my boat."
I love the other side of social media posts. It's like whatever comics post, like amazing show tonight. I'm like, I don't want to see you on stage. I want to see what the audience look like.
Yes.
You know?
Turn that camera around.
Turn the
Let me see
camera the
flip
other
side.
way.
It's always a tight shot so you can see ahead.
Yeah.
Like, look at the crowd.
It's like I'd love to see the wide shot of like two people just not caring.
Just wishing you were not doing the thing you were doing.
At the one of the animal claw machines that you're next to, just to see, yeah, just the wide shot of your dead dream.
I'm doing what I love.
I'll tell you what's not a dead dream though.
What's that?
I'll tell you this: I found this company.
Really?
Actually, they found me. I don't want to lie about it because it's not true. They're the ones that reached out to me, and it's called Undertak, and it's this underwear company.
Okay.
And they sent
like
me
underwear.
this. Yeah, and it was originally
Most of the time.
Sierra Whiskey is one of the names of the company, but they sent it to me, and it's actually this underwear, and it is super comfortable, super durable. Like I wasn't sure how it would feel, but the front like I don't know how to word this.
Does it have a crotch pocket?
There's like a crotch pocket to the front, and what it does for me personally is, look, I'm not a guy who's got time to shake all the time, and this allows kind of a trough mechanism, if you don't mind me saying. I know that sounds weird, but when you're me, you don't want some thin underwear that's just going to allow some drizzle.
No.
You don't want to be
Moisture wicking.
It's moisture wicking. It's 30% more moisture wicking than any other underwear on the market. So when you buy it, you can be aware that the moisture's going to stay indoors thanks to the pocket that protects.
That's a great place to put a man packs down
It's
there.
a great place to put a man pack. Say, don't get me started. But yeah, you put that there. Because a lot of the times when I do that, like, see the color of your pants all khaki? I can't wear that. Because if I'm at a baseball game, people be like, Dave, did you go to the bathroom or did you just pee all over yourself? Are you sick? And I'll say, no, my son was going with me to the bathroom at the ball game going, Dad, why does it take you so long? And I'll be like, I don't know. I think Dad's dying. Can you just have some patience? But with this, I don't even have to worry about it. It's got a nice drawer right there.
Right there.
And honestly, it's really comfortable. It's really durable. It's nice to sleep in because I like me some good sleeping underwear. Because you don't always find. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. Is that? Dude, could you keep your frog down there too?
I can keep my
In
frog
the extra
in there
little
too.
pocket.
It does, yeah, and it's because I have a problem. Have you ever had underwear like this?
Yeah. When I bought them, I didn't. I never occurred to me that this is for you to pee in.
It's not.
I never crossed my mind. It's like, oh, this is probably so I could pee in it. And
Yeah, I'd like to be clear. For most people, it's simply a much more convenient way to just whip it out, pee, and go.
Okay, yeah.
For most people. For me,
For the small minority of people.
yeah, for the small minority of people who are grotesquely well hung and just don't have time to shake it all out, it works very well for me for that reason. Other people don't have the problems that I have.
Right.
I think we actually have a photo of you guys wearing the products.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
That's me right there.
There we go. There's Dave.
That's me.
This is what we look like when we wear these underwear.
And honestly, when I take it off, I look twice as good.
I believe that.
Yeah, and that's again my.
You would never think those guys are currently peeing in those.
You wouldn't think.
They are
Can't even
currently.
tell.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't tell.
You wouldn't think that guy's leopard spotting.
It's that satisfied smile.
It
Gives
is.
it away.
That's what it is. It makes you feel safe and secure and keeps everything separated. It's perfect. 20% off, is that you
Yeah.
say?
can
I
get-
don't have a pair of these. I would like a pair.
You you can get a pair. I got them sent to me. I would have shared them with you, but I like them all.
You son of a bitch.
So I was like, I'm gonna keep these and tell you to pretend like you got them. So I wish that wasn't true.
That's what happened with Fume too. I
Yeah.
took
And the
it.
sheets. I didn't
We
get a pair of the
take all the
sheets either.
Yeah, but I will give you some of the underwear.
Okay, we'll take them.
I'm gonna wash a pair and I'm gonna make sure that
Wait a
they
second.
got your name on them.
Okay.
I'm gonna write QB. But you can get 20% off.
They're already
site-wide.
worn? Because I want them broken in.
Yeah, they're worn.
Okay, good.
I've done.
And warm.
That's called vintage.
Yeah, I've done Kegels in them.
Vintage.
Vintage.
And you can go to the site, 20% off site-wide when you use the offer code NORMAL20 at undertak.com. But here's another part, too, that I do really love about this company is a huge portion of the proceeds goes to fighting human trafficking. So please realize that when you do this, that not only are you getting a nice pair of underwear, but you are going and you are helping saving people's lives. And you're helping getting people out of a horrible, horrible situation. So not only do you get a nice pair of underwear, but you're also...
A hero.
A little,
Yeah.
ego boost there.
You get a little bit of an ego boost.
Think
from
about
being
it.
a
That's
hero.
going to
So look
be
at that.
under TAC.com, undertak.com.
Undertak.com, promo code NORMAL20.
Get that 20% off. Sierra Whiskey, do they do whiskey as well?
I think so, yeah.
A whiskey thing?
The guys are great. Seriously, check
Cool.
them out.
I want some whiskey. What the heck?
We can get you some.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys
Wanna
want,
get you
he
somebody?
drinks.
I do.
I don't drink, but I bet your whiskey's awesome. So QB here.
I will
would
totally
love-
try.
It's so awesome that they're worried you're going to pee your underwear when you go to bed.
Exactly.
You know?
You
The
can keep
one
like
of
a
us,
little small bottle down there.
the one who doesn't drink is just pissing himself.
So,
You're a drinker?
He has
Me?
alcoholism, remember?
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
forgot.
I didn't mean to bring that up.
I project things onto others.
apologize.
Yeah. I've heard Dave stories.
Yes. We've discussed things.
Yeah.
Do you ever get paid in drinks?
Yeah, I'm a comedian.
Just
part of the
drinks, though.
deal. Yeah.
100%.
You get to be drunk while you do it. Not too drunk, but a little bit.
You've seen Too Drunk. It's it doesn't work out.
You've been paid
Yeah.
in tickets like a carnival.
It is very much like a carnival ride.
To get tickets, and they're like, 2 get you a sandwich, 1 get you a drink, and you're like, looks like I'm getting 18 drinks.
Like you can get a food item, but it has to be off the appetizers.
I always love that.
Yeah.
And then my favorite ever was a club that used to go, all right, the headliner gets a meal and the feature gets the salad, which was the side of the...
As if their food is good. Like, this is premium food. You can't get a meal. You can only get an appetizer.
You can get 4 cheese sticks.
Wow.
We want you to shine tonight.
We really want you to shine tonight.
Be real glossy.
You love that too, like a 400-seat sold-out room, and they're like, nothing off the top shelf, but you can't get a Wells.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can't get a Wells.
You can get the drink from the bar mat that we poured into a glass.
Yeah.
And you've had it where it's like, could I pay for the salmon? And they're like, no, we don't want to run out of salmon. And you're like, all right. So I'm
This is for the customers. Yeah. Not the talent, you piece of shit. Yeah.
You're garbage. No, you can't.
Selfish.
Pay for the salmon. Gross. Do you want some buffalo wings that have been sitting there? Yes.
What?
What? I like buffalo wings.
Are they dried?
Dried.
Oh, some of them are, yeah.
Because I get them and I want sauce on them, but they have sauce, but it's not saucy. It's more of like a dried crisp.
I like the clubs
I don't think
now
it's
that
intentional.
have like a spread of like snacks and candy and chips. Because like as soon as the guy leaves the room or like Dave goes on stage, I'm just tossing this candy in my backpack. I'm like, when I get back to the hotel room.
Oh, dude, those my friend
That's for the
Adam
trip.
has those clubs, and they're like, you just have a whole one. Brad Garrett has that too.
Yeah.
Where like you just have this fully stocked wonderland of candy, and you're like, why?
They're like,
wouldn't I?
Dave Landau.
I just treat it like it's my rider,
Dave.
and they're like, hey, he wants a Wonka Land of Wonder.
When I walked into the green room today for the show, I saw the little chip spread you guys had out, and I was like, I should have brought my backpack in with me. Damn it.
Well, feel free to just fill up your pocket.
You can,
Yeah.
however,
It's all Angela. Angela puts them all out.
Well,
That's
no,
not true.
now it feels weird. You know, it has to be a secret.
oh, our security will stop you.
Yeah, it has to feel like a crime I got away with.
They'll check the bag.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Oh, they
"Is
will
this-"
check the bag?
Oh,
They'll
big
check the
time.
bag.
Oh man, I'm getting checked on the way out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not on the
Probably
way in.
physically check you too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the way in, but on the way out. That makes
You
sense.
can be armed
Yeah.
to the teeth.
You could take some of our paintings.
Yeah, that's why we gotta shimmy the guest out the back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but you can take as many. You can bring in as much as you want, but no.
But you can't ever leave.
Don't you leave with our Lays,
Yeah.
our Fritos,
Our Ruffles.
our M&Ms.
Eminem. Did you guys hear about the cease and desist letter? Speaking
what?
of Eminem.
Oh, Eminem, like the rapper. Is this a rapping
Sorry.
day? We're just all about
Someone
the
leave a
rap
rapper?
It's
artists?
rapping day. And I'm
All about
here
the
to
rap
say
Are you familiar with Eminem? Have you heard of this fella?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
he's quite the
yeah,
up
yeah.
and comer. I've heard
From
I'm
your
told.
hometown, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, the 8 Mile.
8 Mile Road. Yeah.
Used to be real hard, as the kids say. Hard.
Yeah. He's an 8 Mile Warren area, Detroit area.
What is it about the 8 Mile that makes you a pussy when you get older?
I don't.
Or is that maybe just Eminem?
I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Well, he did live in the president of Kmart's house for the last decade.
Maybe that's it.
I don't know what his deal is. I think he's one of the greatest technical rappers of all time.
Absolutely.
I think him
Huge
and
fan of him back in the day.
yeah, I'm still a fan. Him and Royce the 5'9" with Bad Meets Evil is absolutely incredible. I don't. Well, let's see what he did. Like, okay, so Vivek Ramaswamy, who is
Ooh, you said that nice.
yeah, he's he's running for president,
Mm-hmm.
and Eminem sent him a cease and desist letter asking him to stop rapping his songs on the campaign trail, which could just be because he's not good at rapping. So let's
Yeah,
Well,
that's
let's
fair.
see,
Hold on.
because I have
So
a
the guy
clip.
was rapping his songs?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
We have a clip of that.
Oh my God.
We can
Judge him.
This is
We can.
gonna-
Let's-
Keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd talks out loud. He opens his mouth, but the words
Don't come out.
Choking out. Everybody.
All right, cut that before we get
choking
sued.
out. The clock's run out.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Okay, I'm on Eminem's side.
Yeah, 100%. How could you not be on Eminem's
Yeah.
side? I mean, that is.
Look, if he had used the music, I understand, but he rapped it.
He could just say,
It's
It's
unacceptable.
not a political thing. It's
What was
just sad.
possibly happening where he needed to do that?
Well, you see, he's running for president.
No, I understand like a rally.
Every single one of them, they need to come out and feel like they're one of the people.
He's rapping
By
about
doing that.
homosexuals and Vicodin and killing Kim.
He wants to be of the people.
Yeah, he wants to be of the people. He wants to not,
Who doesn't?
be perceived as a complete robot.
By referencing a 21-year-old song.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he did one of the darker lyrics, like I think that would be funny. Like he's talking about killing Stan or like murdering his wife. You know what I mean? That would have been like
The
that would
trunk
be
of
a
his car.
completely different.
Do the gay
thing,
part
you know?
of Stan. Do the gay part of Stan.
Oh,
I don't believe you until you do that.
He had his girlfriend tied up in the trunk.
Like that.
all
That
right.
would have been fascinating. I think that would
Yeah.
shoot you up the polls a little bit. You know?
Shoot you up my pole.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think, if he would have gone darker, Bad Meets Evil lyrics, or just, done any of those, I think he should be okay with it. I think Eminem should actually send a cease and desist letter and then say the song that he can rap.
Give him
Yeah.
Like,
options.
look, here's the deal. You can do anything off of Bad Meets Evil or my last
My last album.
two murder-themed albums.
It feels a lot like popping the champagne on that boat. You know what I mean? Like he's doing all this rapping, then Eminem comes around me. I was like,
can't
you
do
have to immediately stop doing this. Like, please stop doing this immediately. Legally, you have to stop doing this.
I hate when somebody it's so corny
Yeah, dude.
that I think he has the right to do it, honestly. I mean, he's just rapping a song. Who cares? If you want my honest opinion, like, why bother with it? But also, it's if you're watching somebody take your lyrics and they're just so goofy with it, doesn't it make you a little like, hey, could you not?
The thing though is he's really butthurt all the time lately. He
That's
did a
true.
video where he talked about how Trump literally triggers him when Trump is brought up. So he's not in a good spot.
It is weird to have those aggressive lyrics and to be triggered by politicians.
Right. It's weird. He should just come out and say he just is not very good. Like that would be way better of a diss to just come out and be like, oh well, he didn't do a good job, than to pull it in the back.
I think it's more about just like perceived social standing and stuff like that, where it's like, I'm sure it earns him some sort of points for because this guy, he's like a Republican candidate.
Right.
Look, like it's not, he wants to show that he's really,
It's odd though because you have Ice Cube doing the polar opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
And
he's real. He's like, I don't know.
No, but he is. I mean, Ice
He's
Cube.
real, it's real.
Ice Cube is. I think he's. You could look it up. I think he's from Orange County. But if Ice Cube is just trying to say, like, look, I think that this is very disrespectful the way that they're being towards black people.
Yeah.
I don't think Eminem's doing a service to anybody at this point by saying that. And as somebody from Detroit, I don't know why, like, what politics you're standing by at this point. Unions are messed up. We were lied. Well, I don't know what you can even say on here. But, obviously
I mean, we already all said it.
Yeah, I don't think the voting seemed fair the night they were counting it. It just seemed like there could have been some suspicions. I know that a lot of the people. God, I have.
I'm gonna work on the
they're up.
burps too.
It's that smoothie.
I know it's because I was misgendered.
It's coming back up. The inner female is just
Makes me
wanting to.
sad.
It's not every day though, but it's just I had a Red Bull.
You gotta stop having those Red Bulls.
I know, but
It's just an extra character on the show.
that's all it is.
It's Michael.
I think
sitting
the
in the
real
other chair.
Slim Shady should stand up.
He's not here.
In the room.
I know, but there's Marshall Mathers and the alter ego of Slim Shady.
I know, but he's not here either.
I think what we're seeing with Yee on the boat and this stuff with Eminem, rappers don't age well. It's not. It is not. It's just. I think we're the first generation to experience rappers getting old.
It's best they're shot at a red light in Vegas.
Yeah. I mean,
young.
like Tupac and Biggie are very. I mean, you got to die young. You got to die
Gotta
young.
die young.
They're the best, and that's the generation we grew up in. Was rappers just kept getting killed? Like for some reason, Snoop didn't, and now we have to watch him do Hot Pocket commercials.
Or he's with Martha Stewart.
Yeah,
Or he's
You
in
know
a
what I
video
mean? Like
game.
that's like if you
That's
stay
so
alive
strange.
too long, you're gonna end up with Martha Stewart on a cooking show.
right. And now you can put on name a Biggie song or throw him on, and you're like, oh, it's the best.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the days.
And then you look at everything Tupac did, you're like, he died at 25. Name anybody else who has that body of work or that body of bullets. Do you remember how many times he was shot until he was finally killed?
Wasn't it like the second or third time he'd been shot? I think third time.
He got gunned down a couple times, and he was gunned down inside of Biggie's studio. That's why he thought Biggie wanted to kill him. And then that's how Biggie ended up getting killed. And, of course, these are two unsolved murders.
Right.
Still to this day.
That Suge Knight.
Well, yeah, that Suge Knight clearly did. Who's now finally in prison.
He's not here.
Which
he could be. He could be.
He could be.
He's
See the shadows? He could be hiding anywhere.
finally in prison. He only had to hit somebody with a car, then back over them for a judge to finally go, I think this Suge Knight fella's hurting people.
He's like a little bit of a temper on this guy. A little bit of a temper on this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's I don't know, man. I don't understand why he is so angry, because everything that, and like Trump or not, there's a certain amount of rage at him where the same thing happened to Eminem, happened to Ice-T, happened to
you brought that up before.
There's a backlash to people.
Yeah, what he's doing, what everyone did to him in the 2000s. They all trashed him all the time, and he's doing that to Trump. And it's like, you just don't do the same thing.
Yeah, it's mainstream triggering. I just don't
silly.
get that.
I do like the idea, though, that like so many people look at Trump the way he looked at himself in that mugshot. It's the same kind of anger. We're just mirroring ourselves. You know what I mean?
He wanted to look like a gangster. It almost seems, like a badass, and you're handing it to him. And
Absolutely.
He turned it into merch immediately, right?
Immediately.
Which is such a
like 7
club
million.
comic thing to do. It's hilarious. I love that so much. Just
Legendary.
Immediately. Well, this is going to make a good koozie. That's what this is going to
Which
be.
David totally called the fact that he was going to tweet it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I really
You still
thought
haven't showed it on the show.
Yeah, I really thought he
happened
might.
after.
Everybody's
and then,
seen
yeah.
it.
And but it did happen after that.
Yeah.
And that was my guess, and turned out I was right.
Look at that. They're painting it on like on walls and all kinds of stuff. I think it's really taken on a life of its own, because you don't have to have a political opinion on it to take it. Because like somebody on the left could take it and be like, "Look, he's in prison. I love this photo," and then somebody that's MAGA could take it and say, "Look at him. They're putting him in prison. I love it." So it's like bridges that gap, and everybody talks about it. It's like the perfect ad.
Yeah, I think it'll be one of those images that you think of, like, like the guy dipping the girl, like those cultural
like
images, iconic.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nixon.
Oh, I thought you said Nixium, and I was like,
No,
Nexium. No, classic Nexium.
Yeah,
Everybody on top of the Nexium.
Yeah, but like those famous like cultural images that you think of that define a time and tell you what was happening. I think it's going to be one of those things.
JFK on the X.
Yeah.
Moments in history.
Yeah.
Isn't it just odd that he died right on an X?
yeah. That is true. That was already there. If you go back, if you
So
replay the video,
weird.
the X was already there. Yeah.
Should have known.
So weird.
Just really strange that he drove on that.
It is weird living in Dallas and just driving over it like almost every day. I'm just being like, oh yeah, that happened.
That was right
That
here.
happened right here. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? I was listening to this like podcast about the JFK assassination, and I heard something that I'd never heard before, and that they thought that it may have been one of the Secret Service guys behind him, in the car behind him, based on where like the bullet landed. They were using AR-15s at the time. Okay, and they were all hungover from the night before, all the Secret Service guys.
Okay.
Have you heard any of this?
No.
They were all hungover from the night before in Dallas.
I hate it when I wake up hungover and accidentally kill a president.
I gotta, and so Lee Harvey started like,
Is that an X on the floor? Oops.
yeah. Lee Harvey obviously started like shooting from the window, and he went to like shoot to like return fire,
And he popped him
and
by
he
accident?
because he was like,
'Cause he
they
had a
didn't realize
hangover?
like it was because of the caliber of the weapon and stuff. And right after that happened, they took the AR-15s out of like commission for like Secret Service guys to use, and they just never talked about it again. So it may have been like this
Just a
goof up,
coinky dink.
which is so funny because it's like all this conspiracy theory stuff. A lot of the times, what if it just boils down to like human incompetency?
Just a little-
It's like
a
60s.
hungover
Just
guy.
a big oops.
Who
Yeah.
accidentally did it?
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
he was supposed to shoot.
I just keep imagining somebody slipping on a banana peel and accidentally shooting the president.
Yeah.
And then going, man, this hangover.
Yeah, then we went to control the gun. It shot a second time.
from a different angle. And there was also a Secret Service agent on the grassy knoll that was like, "Oh, my head hurts."
Jack Ruby really was just a patriot.
Oh, Jack Ruby.
Oh yeah, that's actually amazing though.
It's interesting.
I didn't get
hope
that angle
that's
before.
what happened. I don't
Honestly,
know why.
That's the funniest way.
Yeah, just because it's like I hope that it was just a sad. Well,
Just some fucked up thing that happened, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's this, it's that." It's like it. That's where conspiracy theory was born, from that incident. And what if it was just?
I like conspiracies being born of shame, where they're like, we lied about it because we were so embarrassed.
We're embarrassed.
Yeah, we're just embarrassed.
We can't tell you we did it.
Yeah.
Like the moon landing. Like we
accident.
never got to the moon because they couldn't figure it out. So they're like, "Oh, let's tape this thing. Let's get Kubrick."
Yeah, it's just embarrassment. It's
It's
just human
yeah.
embarrassment.
They're not trying to pull one over on us. They're just trying to cover up their own shame.
Yeah.
Bobby was the same guy with a new gun. They're like, we can't have this. Hey, once he got to Teddy, he's like, look, you're on car duty. Just make sure he safely drives an automobile. He's like, well, the girl's dead.
Whoops.
Whoops.
It's upside down.
Oh, I think that's the only problem is Bobby died. So you know there was a
Oh yeah.
yeah, there had to be more to it than that.
Yeah.
Unless they wanted to really be like, look, we got to make this look like it wasn't an accident, so we got to kill them all.
The night before, everybody gets shit faced.
Yeah, whose idea
Right,
was
and
this?
we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, their dad's idea. The one that lobotomized
I was
their
just
daughter.
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
just lobotomized
Oh
her.
God, I forget about that story. Yeah, that is dark. I mean,
He
just
forgets
different
about it,
times.
too.
But yeah,
And then the other brother that crashed and went into a lake. Or no, it was a lake. It was a river. Left that lady in the car.
No, that's what I'm talking
Chappaquiddick,
about.
yeah.
That was Ted Kennedy. And yeah, he basically just, he drove into a lake, or into the Chappaquiddick River,
Yeah.
and was like, well, better save myself. And then just
I
walked
don't want to
back,
get this too wet.
walked back to the party covered all wet and was like, all right, better go take a quick shower and change my clothes. And they were like, Ted, where's your car and date? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Can't be expected to keep up with
I
that.
was mixing up Teddy and Bobby. That's what it was. Because Bobby also went out. You know,
Yes.
they also had a rager the night before.
oh man, the banana peel and the O'Doyles.
Yep.
You know, in the movie, just taking out
Yes.
the whole family. Like it all starts with that one banana peel. Just
It
takes
really
out the
does.
whole family.
Well, and the whole family was rum runners and mob.
Yeah.
It was all mob money. And that's what Jack Kennedy, his daughter was skinny dipping. And he was finally like, that's it. I've had enough. Lobotomize her. And then that's why they basically made it so she was a 3-year-old the
Make her a
rest of her
vegetable.
life.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then that's why I think it's the Shrivers, where it's like, yeah, we're going to do.
Marie?
Yeah, they're all related. And it's
They're
like,
like in-laws or
I
something.
didn't know.
yeah, and that's why it's going to be like, hey, we're doing the Special Olympics now because we're good people. And it's like, no, it's not. It's because you made one.
Oh jeez.
I'm not saying there's anything against the organization itself. I do donate to that. I'm going to say that. But
With every underwear purchase.
yes,
Different brand.
I have 3-legged underwear. But how it started was basically out of Jack's guilt because they over lobotomized her.
Oh.
It was
went a
early
little
on.
bit
It's when
too
they
far.
just started lobotomizing people,
Yeah,
and they
you under-
didn't get it quite
like-
right yet.
And
You
you
under
had-
lobotomize?
Yeah, and you had to be awake during it. It's a real mess when you read into how they did it. To his
Yeah.
own daughter.
Well, and there was a guy that was going around the country to different sanitariums that was like basically hawking the lobotomy as like, hey, look, I can do these lobotomies and I'll do them at like $50 a pop. And he was just doing it all over the place. Yeah, lobotomy story is really dark.
He's like, is your daughter a floozy? She opening a leg.
Got a stick for her.
I'll
Squirt
give
that
her.
brain right out.
Yes, I'll give her a brain buzz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She'll never feel the sensation of sex again.
she'll be right as rain.
I was reading a story the other day. I wish I could remember his name. There was a doctor that was going around the country in like the 20s, and he was shooting up men's genitals with goat genitals.
You
Wait,
serious?
He would extract from the goat genitals and then shoot it into men that was supposed to make them more able to have
Goat
children.
leg.
Does it work?
And he did this all over the country. He did this all over the country, and then they finally chased him into Mexico. But was a millionaire, made millions of dollars
Wow.
doing this. Never
Probably
proved that
still
it worked,
doing it.
but
I wonder what it did.
I think it ruined people. I
Yeah.
think that's what it did.
Explains why my uncle's a ram.
What's that thing got a Hemi in it? Nope, just goat genitals.
Nope.
You just have an uncle that chews cans. You're like,
Yeah.
what is with you? You're like, this is my grandpa.
This is my grandpa.
If I
There's a
type
guy selling
injecting
something.
goat genitals
Yes.
into the computer, well,
Yeah, I'm
go ahead
almost
and see what
positive.
happens.
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah, that is.
I forgot we have the capabilities now. You can ask Jeeves it, and we can find it.
Oh, good old Ask Jeeves. Remember just
I miss
remember
him.
just typing tits in Ask Jeeves?
Yeah,
just-
It was like a butler would just bring that to you.
Yes.
Like,
you
here
just-
you go.
because you have tits. Sir.
It would take a long
Anything
time
else
for
I
it to
can do
load.
for you,
I
sir?
see you've asked for fellatio.
Yeah.
Here it is with
Yeah.
Kanye
Girl
West.
on girl for you.
All right, this
right,
medical
blow.
frauds miracle cure involved transplanting. Well, I guess it works.
Wait, it works?
What was his
Well,
name?
it's
I love the
John R.
picture.
Brinkley. He's like,
John R.
yes.
Brinkley, yes. I did a
Just
whole
having
show on this the
breakfast.
other day.
Wow. So
Yeah.
he it's not
He
just
built a
injecting-
radio tower that would cover almost the entire country. And it was actually like an innovation for radio towers. And he used it primarily to promote, have commercials for this goat genital.
for the goat genital transplant. He's not just like injecting balls with some kind of juices. He's replacing your balls with balls.
And then they flew
I
him
don't understand
to
how that could work.
some California, I think it was the San Francisco Chronicle or something like that. And they basically were like, that procedure doesn't work. And I'm so sure it doesn't that I'm going to let you do it to one of my employees to show it doesn't work. And he was like, I'm game. And he did it. And then obviously it didn't work.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just killed one of his office.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to let you do it to anybody in my, not me.
Not me. Anybody in this office that
Any one
wants
of
to do
them.
it.
Just
Yeah.
pick one.
Yeah, anyone of my underlings is
Hey
willing.
Timmy, I'm ready.
Yeah, he's like, I'll try it, boss. And then, he's like, now my wife left.
I keep gnawing on her pillow.
I don't know what we did wrong. I smoked cigarettes the whole time while I put them in.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it's super fat. And it's a really long, crazy story with this guy.
This is insane.
Well,
There's an ad.
Anyways, this all started with Trump and his mugshot, right?
Did
yes.
because he's the goat balls. Hey, where can people see him?
Yep, we're coming to an end.
Oh, we're coming to an end. You can see me all over the place. Just check out any of my social media. It's at Lawrence Rosales. And I am taping a special October 26th at the Dallas Hyenas. It's a free show to get in. And I'm taping my hour that night. It's going to be
Come
really
on.
cool.
Go out to the show, guys.
Do it.
You're really,
Please do.
really gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I've seen him. Very funny, funny comedian. What are your thoughts on the Blue Beetle? You know, you are Hispanic.
The Blue Beetle?
I hear that it
I am a
for your
comic
people.
book nerd. I don't know if it's for my people. You know what got me so upset is with the Marvel stuff. The one Hispanic guy that's in it is a Scientologist, and that bothers me. You know, because then you're not actually Mexican. You're
I get it.
Scientologist.
it's a different thing.
It's a
You gotta be
different thing.
Catholic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the Blue Beetle,
Italian
I'm
Irish.
excited.
I understand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Hispanic stuff in it. They talk about tacos like right off the bat.
Oh man,
And
that's
salsa?
exciting. That's so exciting.
It's for you people.
Yeah, like an old Taco Bell commercial.
Yes,
He's quarter black. He enjoys.
chicken.
Yeah. You do. What
Watermelon.
doesn't though?
I don't. That's the thing. That's like everybody loves that
Who
stuff.
doesn't love tacos? I mean,
Yeah.
I will say that's one thing I do enjoy about living in Dallas is moving down south. We do have a good Mexican town in Detroit. It's where we keep them all. No,
Stay here. This is a reservation.
that is
We
what
go
it's
to eat.
called. Is Mexican town, and it really in Detroit you're just white. We never really knew the difference until like you get to other parts of the country, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that my friends were other things. There's pretty much
Just all together.
just you're white or black kind of there.
Whenever I grew up here, so every time I would leave Dallas when I was younger and like go to different cities, whenever I would walk into any restaurant and the kitchen was full of white guys, I was so confused.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Anywhere I go, if there's not Mexicans in the back, I don't want to eat there.
Yeah, it is. It's growing up in Dallas. Every kid. I mean, it's just
Fantastic
It's the whole city. Yeah,
You can cook anything.
I worked in white kitchens, so I never knew these stereotypes.
Yeah, it's not a stereotype. It's just that's
Just
just
the way it is.
what
I've worked
how
at many
I've worked it.
restaurants here in
Yeah.
Dallas, and I can honestly say, yeah, probably
Mexicans are great at cooking.
Every single, yeah.
My friends did construction. They own lawn cutting companies. Like, I'm not kidding. So, like, it was never the stereotype where I was like, oh, haha, like, that's a good one. Nobody stood outside of Home Depot. It wasn't.
I've never seen that too.
No, in LA I did, like, where I finally was like, oh, is that the joke?
You're like, oh,
I
there it is.
see.
get it.
Finally, I'm seeing the joke. Yeah,
Yeah, but I never saw it in my life until I was in Los Angeles. And that was the only place where I think I really saw it.
It's like Los Angeles is a bubble.
I was in North Carolina and I went to a Mexican restaurant and the whole kitchen was white. And I remember just thinking like, if they bring me ketchup as salsa or something like that, I'm gonna be like, I was just so confused.
Well, that's why like when you go get soul food in Detroit, like I want everybody black and Cajun and like,
of course.
And then
Same thing in Louisiana. If you're getting some hot chicken or something like that, black people. I want to see black people back there.
I was in a North Carolina barbecue place once and everybody was white and I was like, and they gave me the food and I'm like, this is vinegar.
Yeah.
This is the most unacceptable thing that's ever been in my body.
This is disgusting.
Not interested.
I mean, that's actually not true. I've been a much worse thing. But it was really disgusting. I'm like, this isn't barbecue. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
Get out of the kitchen.
Not that North Carolina doesn't. They do. This restaurant, though, should be ashamed of themselves.
Go boil some peanuts, North Carolina.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Yeah, you wet ass. Wop, your wet ass penis.
Your wet ass penis.
Dave, where
Where
can they see you?
This weekend, you can see me and our pal. Actually, he hasn't been on the show yet. But Bob Phillips. But he hasn't been here yet. He will be. At the Funny Bone in Des Moines, Iowa. And then September 18th and 19th, I will also be at Vasani's in Port Charlotte, Florida. So come out to those shows as well as right here, September 27th. And I hope Angela and QB will come out.
I will. Of course. I'm going to be there.
We will be at Hyenas in Dallas.
Great place.
Great place.
Yeah.
Call it home. Home club.
Yeah. I've never been.
It's great
in my life, and I really want.
I mean, it's okay.
Room.
It's okay.
The people are good.
It's okay. The people are great.
Yeah, Randy seems like a nice fella.
Randy's the best.
We'll see you there. You could also catch me on Friday Night Tights and on my channel and on Bay Staff on Adam Krigler's channel as well. So I'm streaming like every day. It's almost like too much.
And if you liked my John R. Brinkley story, I do a show every week with two amazing comedians called Oddball History, and that's where that John R. Brinkley story comes from.
All right.
Every week we just choose like a really weird history topic, like the goat balls, or last week we covered a World War II bear that fought for the Slavonic army.
That's
yeah.
so
great
cool.
story.
Great. So he made it, I think, to not private, whatever the next rank up is.
It's called Oddball History?
Yes,
Awesome.
Oddball
Nice.
History with
Yeah,
Scott
check that
Crisp and Jimmy Nelson.
Go listen to it. And catch us tomorrow, Wednesday, at 10, 9 p.m.
9,
well, no, it's
9
10
Central.
Eastern and then 9 Central. You know, we're just on this channel. Just subscribe and do those things. So, Dave, you want to say bye to people?
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Bye.